Hey guys, welcome to my Taric Support Season 4 guide. Taric excels at early game tankiness. He can keep his AD carry alive, he can stop ganks fairly easy with his Dazzle, or in other words his E. He has a great armor attack damage and ability power buff for his allies. For ability level up order, max your Shatter first, next Imbue, after that Dazzle, and take a point in your ultimate Radiance whenever available. In other words, level 6, 11 and 16. For summoner spells, take Flash and Exhaust, or some alternatives would be Flash and Ignite or Flash and Heal. For runes, I recommend going heavy armor based. Armor marks, armor seals, magic resist glyphs, armor quintessences. In total, this setup gives you 34 armor and 12 magic resist. You'll be a monster early game, use that to your advantage. For masteries, go 0-26-4. Take all the good tanky stuff in defense while taking only the mana regen and extra casting range on trinket items. If this mastery setup doesn't work for you, you could always swap it for a 0-15-15. Taking in utility the extra gold income, extra experience, increased cooldown reduction on summoner spells, extra mana regen and movement speed. Now let's move on to build. Start with Relic Shield, 1 ward, 1 potion depending on your needs, and a Warding Trinket. After you get your Side Stone, sell your Warding Trinket and get a Sweeping Lance. Next, get Boots, depending on your needs. Now for the big items. If the enemy team is mainly attack damage based, you could get Random's Omen, Frozen Heart, Thrombnail, or, last but not least, Iron Fist of Justice. If the enemy team is more ability power based, I would recommend getting Locket of the Island Soulry, Spirit Vestige, and last but not least, if you just want some extra cooldown reduction, extra health, and just help your allies out by giving them some extra attack damage and lifesteal, I would recommend getting Zdake's Herald. One thing that's very important to mention is don't upgrade your Relic Shield to a Face of the Mountain. Just keep it as Relic Shield, and when the point comes when your allies can annihilate the whole minion wave with just a couple of blows, and you can't even use your charges, then just sell it for some extra gold, and that's it for the build. Now let's talk a bit about the early game. You want to harass your enemies as much as possible. Try to deny them farm, but don't just go in with Dazzle. Make sure your AD carry will follow up on your Dazzle. Otherwise, you're most likely just gonna waste your Dazzle. If the enemy jungler decides to gank, make sure to Dazzle him when he's going for your AD carry. Now let's move on to the late game. In other words, team fights. Your main priority should be protecting the carries. Don't just randomly go in and try to deal damage. When someone's going for the carries, try to Dazzle him, exhaust him, do whatever you can, just make sure to stop him in his tracks. And this is pretty much it for my Taric Support Season 4 guide. If it helped you in any way, let me know in the comments. And see you guys in the next video.